Good day, this is SciPi, and today we're going to talk about real numbers and all the subsets of real numbers. And you will see behind me a flow chart of what I'm talking about. So at the top, you will see real numbers. What is a real number? Well, it's probably any number that you can think of. They didn't used to be called real numbers, just someone decided to make imaginary numbers. But real numbers, guess what, are real numbers. Then under real, you'll see two subsets. You'll see rational and irrational. Now, when you think about a rational person, what do you think of? You think of somebody that's sane, right? So rational numbers are numbers that make sense. And in rational numbers, we can have fractions that are written as repeating decimals, like 1/3. It becomes 3.3333333. Or they include positive numbers, negative numbers, and the good old number of 0. So what in the world is over here on our flow chart in irrational numbers? Irrational number would be like pi. 3.145 da 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 da. Did you know there's somebody trying to see if pi really never has a pattern or ends? That's a wasted life in my opinion. But anyway, it cannot. Irrational numbers cannot be written as a simple fraction. The decimal goes on forever without repeating or ending. So let's move on down under rational. If you're rational, the next subset would be integers. What are integers? Well, integers are a number with no fractional parts. So they're whole numbers, negative numbers, and our good old number 0. When we move on down, we'll see whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Well, whole numbers are all our counting numbers, including 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice there's no negative numbers or fractions in whole numbers. And then let's move down to the very bottom, which is natural numbers. Natural numbers are whole numbers from 1 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh, what did I leave out? Anybody? 0, that's right. There are no negatives in natural numbers, and there's no 0. Now, there are other ways besides flow charts to show real numbers. And I've put together a model that I think will make a little more sense. Here is our natural numbers. Remember, that's all the counting numbers without negatives or without our friendly 0. And let's watch what happens. Whole numbers. This is a subset of whole numbers. So I can put this inside my whole numbers. Now I've got 0 included, right? Positive numbers and 0 are counting numbers. And this was a subset of integers. Now we have positive numbers, 0, and negative numbers. So this is going to fit right in there. And then next we had rational numbers and irrational numbers. Now watch. Here is my rational numbers, okay? I have fractions and decimals, decimals that repeat, that end. I have whole numbers. Watch what happens. It'll fit right in there. Here's irrational. Who remembers irrational? That's right. It's pi, isn't it? They don't end. They don't have a pattern. Now watch what happens. This doesn't fit. It won't fit in there. It's too big. It's an odd shape. But it'll fit in here. Will this fit in here? Uh-oh. It won't. It's separate, just like on our flow chart. We have rational, irrational. They don't fit together. But then I can take both of those and put them in real numbers, which is any number that you can think of. So there you have a model as well as a flow chart of what real numbers are. Good day.